These little things are not something you do once, you do it every day. So much so that it becomes so natural you're not even trying. It becomes so natural that you are far beyond the limits of the mind, the boundaries of the mind. And you're not guilting yourself if ever you come into the mind. It's all right. Just step out of it. Come back into presence. Return to what feels like home. Relaxed, calm, at peace. I remember me. It's not a mind thing, it's an awareness thing. I remember me. Space. Breaking the habit of negative thinking. Show yourself you love yourself. Now this, man, this is a practice of self-love. What's up, everyone? My name is Morcie, and if you're new to this channel, I help others step out of the mind and into the present moment. And as you can see, I am hanging on a hammock by this beautiful lake. I'll show you my views. All right, there we go. Views on views. Beautiful body of water by me. I'm feeling grateful. I'm grateful to be here in this hammock, recording this video for you, sharing this message. I'm grateful to be here out in nature, chilling with the birds and the trees. I'm grateful to hear the simplicity of the trees bending as the wind blows. I heard that as I was walking in. I noticed I was walking in and I heard the wind blow. I heard the wind blow. I heard the trees bend, and that snapped me back into awareness. And I was like, oh, it was just in my head. No biggie. It wasn't a big deal, but it was like, wow, I was in my head. And it was nice. I felt like I was here, fully here. Feeling grateful for little things like that. If you're new to this channel, there will be moments of silence, gaps of silence within this message. Do take in that silence instead of feeling this need to wait for my next thought or word, the need to be patient. Be here fully with it. Take in that space and acknowledge that that space is enough. That moment is enough. And naturally, the more you do that, you'll be here. You'll notice that shift between too much future and enough here. Take this little simple practice in this short video and pour it into your life. Use that. It's funny. Use that as a form of practice for recognizing space within your life, bringing in space within your life. So you don't get so caught up in these streams of thought, these patterns of thought that may overwhelm the mind. Speaking of thought, today's message is all about breaking that cycle of negative self-talk. Self-talk. That voice in the mind. It's the first thing you hear when you wake up, the last thing you hear before you go to bed. But who is it that's speaking? What's the tone? What's the emotional language of that voice? You know, often we find that we are unable to be consistent with reaching certain goals or realizing certain intentions. Simply being here in the moment, present moment awareness, moment-to-moment awareness, that consistency, that dedication to your well-being, it often gets broken because of this voice within the mind. The tone, the words. Are you aware of it? I'm not asking you to change it. I'm not telling you to change it. I'm asking, are you aware of that voice? Are you aware of the different voices that they are? And how they affect your day-to-day decisions, your decisiveness, your certainty, your calm, your peace, your awareness of being? Are you aware of those voices? I recognize that the more that I observe the mind, I recognize that these voices, they mimic voices from my past, certain authority figures. You can even think of the voices in your mind when they come up. Think of a moment when you make a mistake. What voice is speaking to you? Is it a domineering voice? Is it a fearful voice? Is it a punishing voice? What's that voice? Just give awareness to it when it happens. Whoa, look at that voice. Look. Not really look, but wow, there goes that voice. When does that chill, relaxed voice arise? In what moments? Become aware of that. And you'll start to become aware of what's getting in the way of you putting one foot in front of the other within your life, within reaching these goals or realizing these intentions for your well-being, for feeling inner peace, for not blaming yourself, for forgiving yourself, for loving yourself, for being accepting and open. That awareness of the voice. And what voices are there? What's motivating you? You know, this is the way that I use thought instead of thought using me. This is how you should use thought instead of thought using you, right? That voice is going to be there. When we talk about observing the mind, of course, you're going to be at a vantage point where you are aware that that voice is not you. But when it comes to doing certain things, you know, sometimes it can be helpful to be aware of what is taking your attention at the moment. It can bring you back to your past, allow you to confront the past and let go of the past, simply by acknowledging the tone and the language and the emotional language of that voice. Who's speaking to you at the moment? How are they speaking to you? And it's all here. It's all the self-talk. I noticed that my own state of being, my being relaxed, being chill vibes, it all comes from that recognition of, I don't need to listen to that voice, to that thought, to that language. I can switch it whenever I feel, whenever I want, but the first step is awareness. Also, the last step is awareness. The last step is awareness too. But that's a powerful practice. By acknowledging that, you come to the state of awareness where you can ask yourself, who is it? What is it that recognizes those two voices? And even there, you're in a deeper sense of awareness. You're in a deeper state. Whoa. That was my toe. Whoa, okay. You find yourself a bit more playful, taking life less seriously, because you don't take those voices seriously. You don't take that tone seriously. And guess what? After that, you can recognize that within your outer world. Pardon me. You can recognize that within your outer world. And when you hear certain voices in certain ways that people speak to you, you won't be reactive towards them, because you're not reactive towards that self-talk within the mind. You won't take what people say personally. See, that's how you choose to stay unbothered. You choose to be chill, like me. You know, the vibes in this hammock right now? The choice to be unbothered. When you're aware enough, you can be. By being aware of that voice. Once again, talking about pouring into your life. That practice pours into your life where you'll see that you won't be affected by the way people speak or what they're even speaking about too. Because you will have been in such this neutral state of observation. Of just observing, not reacting. You're not trying to change it. You do get the opportunity to change it with awareness, yes. But this video, specifically this message, it's about becoming aware of it. Through that awareness, you sit in stillness with it. Non-reactive. Being, acknowledging yourself as awareness. See, this is how you start breaking that cycle of negative self-talk. Awareness, first step. And to be honest, naturally, once you're aware, very naturally, you'll know how to shift that. Because of your awareness, because of your presence with yourself, that's self-love. Presence with yourself. To say, I'm going to be dedicated and alert to my well-being, to my awareness. Like down below if you find that this is something that you can make a daily habit for yourself. Like down below if you feel like you're ready for that consistency and dedication to your well-being. These little things are not something you do once, you do it every day. So much so that it becomes so natural you're not even trying. It becomes so natural that you are far beyond the limits of the mind, the boundaries of the mind. And you're not guilting yourself if ever you come into the mind. It's alright. Just step out of it. Come back into presence. Return to what feels like home. Relaxed, calm, at peace. I remember me. It's not a mind thing, it's an awareness thing. I remember me. Space. Breaking the habit of negative thinking. Show yourself you love yourself. Now this, man, this is a practice of self-love. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like down below. Comment down below. Share this with someone who needs it. Encourage them. You can be a teacher too. Spread the love. Encourage them to become aware of the self-talk within the mind. Who's speaking? Where did that come from? And can that shift? Yeah, simply with awareness. I'll answer that. Be sure to check my free guided tape. Let's try that again. Be sure to check out my free guided meditation for observing thoughts and emotions fade away. This is foundational. This guided meditation will allow you to understand what it means to be in this space of stillness when thoughts arise, when emotions arise. So you learn how to experience thoughts and emotions. It becomes a dance. You start to play in the world of form. Check out that free guided meditation below. So you can break free. Relieve yourself from the boundaries of the mind. Know that you are so much more. I'm sending you peace. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you clarity.